Hello again, this is Suzanne Ducharme, pediatric speech language pathologist and author of the newly published book, Childhood Speech and Language Disorders. Welcome to my video series. This is a quick look at each chapter of the book, and today's topic is Chapter 4, Assessment. And each of these videos provides just a quick taste of what's in each chapter of the book. So welcome. I'm glad you're here on my site and that you are taking the opportunity to learn a little bit more about the book. Chapter 4 takes us into a more in-depth discussion of what happens when you really have identified that there is a concern. And it looks at the process of how a speech language evaluation can happen. And it can happen through lots of different channels depending on the age of your child and your particular concerns, and whether you're going through private practice or through your primary insurance. So it kind of covers all of those. But one thing that I would like to call your attention to in this particular chapter is how to have a conversation with your pediatrician when you've raised a concern and they are hesitant to move forward with a referral for an evaluation, or if they sort of minimize your concerns. In my experience, parents are rarely off when they're concerned about something going on in their child's development. And I think it's really important that you are empowered as a parent to have that conversation in a way that allows you to move forward and either allay the concern and realize there is no problem, or begin to immediately move into an intervention phase if your child does need some support. Because we know that the earlier that we address these kinds of concerns, the better kids do. And the less chance there is for frustration and behavior issues to happen on top of a speech and language issue. So I would encourage you to read this chapter in particular if you are feeling those concerns and you're not quite sure how to negotiate with the pediatrician if they are from a more old school philosophy that says, it's okay, wait it out. There are very few instances where that is the most appropriate course of action. So this chapter of the book will provide you with some information of how to have that conversation. The other thing that this chapter talks about is the evaluation process. What are the kinds of things that a speech pathologist looks at when they do an evaluation, different kinds of evaluation? What kinds of tests do they use? What kind of activities do they use? How do they set up the testing situation? What kinds of things are they looking for? And then how do they take all of that information and put it together to figure out a diagnosis or a profile of strengths and needs in order to develop a treatment plan if treatment is warranted. So my challenge to you is, if you are a mom or a dad or a grandmother or an aunt or a caregiver who has concerns about a child that you live with or take care of, about this, I encourage you to take a step forward and really begin a conversation with the pediatrician about your concerns, and don't let your concerns be minimized, because the conventional wisdom used to be, oh, they'll grow out of it, but in most cases they don't. So it's good, if you're concerned, to move forward, and this chapter of the book will help you to do that in a proactive and assertive way. I also encourage you to click the link below to join my community or to send me a question directly. And if you're interested in purchasing the book, you can do so directly from this website. You can purchase from Amazon, but if you do choose to purchase through the publisher, Rowman & Littlefield, there is a generous 30% discount available to all members of my community. So you can just click the link below to do that, and hope to see you soon in this video series. Thanks.